What a year 2015 has been. Lofty heights have been scaled, but also depths have been plumbed in various sports disciplines. Now, as we wind up the year, we here at NTV Sport will be looking at the big stories that defined 2015. Today, we start off with the beautiful game. Let's just have a look at the events that defined the 2015 football season. It was a year to remember for the national football team, the Cranes, who started 2015 in 75th position in the FIFA rankings. They would end the year in 63rd position after repelling everything that was thrown at them.
Tony Mawenje, full time from Kampala at the Mandela National.
And it wasn't all plain sailing. There were painful, headlong falls along the way. Milutin Michos Radojevic was nevertheless always at hand to direct his players back to their feet. On their feet, the players new and old came into their element.
Big effort from the Uganda Cranes captain Geoffrey Massa for having scored away from home, and suddenly
new stars were born.
Fantastic play from the Vipers Vipers of Uganda player Mia Farouk.
the name is Farouk Mia. Write it down, you will need it in the future.
There was also the present. Dennis Onyango gained cult hero status between the posts.
Go to the right of the keeper, and guess what? Onyango gets us right and going left. Dennis Onyango is having the game of his life.
Unbelievable. I think Picho puts out this wonders game now to end. You cannot ask more from your goalkeeper.
Besides the future and the present, there was an echo of the past during Africa's oldest tournament.
And the Uganda Cranes are champions over the 2015 DSTV Sekafa Senior Carnival in Kampala, as well as the region watches the Ugandan side. It is black, yellow and red in celebrations. The Ugandan flag will fly as high as it gets.
It was by all measures a memorable year. The good, the bad, and the ugly of the sport football as we know it, indeed. And of course, this wouldn't be possible without Serena Hotel, who gave us this beautiful venue for our special edition NTV Sports. And now I'm joined by my colleague and sports producer, usual suspect, Robert Madoe. Robert, welcome to NTV Sports.
Thank you, Joel.
What's your take on football this year?
Well, Joel, it's been a remarkable year, as we just saw in that piece there. Uganda started the year in 75th position in the FIFA rankings, and the wins, it was an unbeaten streak, that Uganda enjoyed this time round, and it catapulted them into 63rd position. So it's a year, that Micho will obviously cling on to for years on end.
All right, and let me just take you back to Cranes. Let's start with Cranes. We were in this group, we had Comoros, Burkina Faso, Botswana, and we talked about their away form, which has been absolutely amazing. What do you see going forward for the Cranes?
Well, Joel, you talk about the away form. It's been one of Micho's pet subjects. Uganda has performed pretty well away from home, which is so unlike Uganda, because previously, they used to struggle. They were poor travelers. This time round, we started off the year with a friendly match away in Nigeria. Farouk Mia, who had gone to score 9 goals, got us that winner in Nigeria, and it sort of set the tone, because thereafter Uganda became, quite strong, quite formidable opponents for any team. The next team that we faced was Botswana at Nambole, And as usual, Nambole, which is the stamping ground
Fortress.
for Geoffrey Massa,
Yeah.
he got that goal. There was also a goal for Brian Omoy, and we beat them 2-0. But then, you know, the bedrock of the Cranes has been Dennis Onyango, Joel, hasn't he?
Yes, he has indeed, and we'll talk about him later when we talk about his form for club and country. But let me just take you back to Farouk Mia, one brilliant individual, 9 goals. Amazing form even going into Sekafa. What can we expect from this young man?
Well, the sky is the limit for the young man. You know, 9 goals from midfield. He's perfected that art of arriving late in the box and getting on to the end of those passes, which is a very difficult art. You know, it actually moved his coach, that's Milton Mitchell Sredojevic, to liken him to Steven Gerrard, who used to, you know, score these goals for Liverpool, arriving late in the box. It's a very difficult art. For him, I think the sky is the limit. He's done wonders. Let's not forget that he also helped Vipers SC
win the
Sports
league.
Club, win the league, their second league title. He scored 11 league goals from midfield also. So it's a you know, that you won't be in a hurry to forget.
Yesterday, me and you were watching an interview on Dennis Onyango being voted MVP in yesterday's Telkom Cup knockout, where they beat Kaizer Chiefs. What can you say about his form for country?
Well, Joel, Dennis Onyango's form between the sticks has been nothing short of phenomenal. He's stopped penalties. He's kept he's kept 4 clean sheets, if I may see here. 2 for the country in AFCON qualifiers. That's 1 in Comoros, where he had to save a penalty. He also kept a clean sheet away in Togo when the Cranes beat Togo 1-0 using that Farouk Mia goal. He had to save a penalty there also. And he chipped in with decent saves at home in qualifying games against Botswana. He's been in the form of his life, really.
All right, Robert, I'm afraid we'll have to leave it at that. But join us again, same time, same place, tomorrow, when we'll be looking at the stories that made headlines in rugby.